So once again, we're just in child's pose with our hands supporting our head, bringing our knees as wide as the mat, and allow your belly to soften in between your thighs, and allow your breath to start to slow down, or perhaps it's, slow enough. Every breath will just give you a little bit more space, and then hopefully a little bit more internal peace. Just imagine the breath moving from the base of the spine all the way up through the crown of the head, and from side to side, rib cage to rib cage. And as you slow down the breath and the thoughts, start to bring your awareness to any points of distraction. If it's your lower back, your hips, your knees. And notice that if you need to come out of the shape, come out of the shape. It's fine. It's encouraged, right? We want you to be comfortable and be able to continue doing yoga for a long time, so don't put yourself into places that will, cause you any discomfort. Now begin to stretch your arms out in front of you, so lift your head just enough. Take your arms on the floor in front of you, send the palms together in prayer, and then bring the arms and the hands, behind your head towards the nape of your neck. Point your fingers up or towards your spine. Breathe down from the elbow to the underarm, long breath. Releasing some tension perhaps in the triceps from whatever we might have done yesterday or whatever's going on. Exhale, release your arms back. Keep the prayer hands together as you bring your forearms on the floor and bring your hips up off your knees, off your heels, knees underneath you. Good, so we're in a plank on our forearms. Pull the belly to the spine, round the back, and tuck the tailbone beneath you. Let your head hang down. Look upwards towards your belly button. Inhale, extend your spine, broaden your collarbones, dip your belly. Exhale, chin to chest, round and curl. Cat-cow on your forearms. Inhale, extend. Make a few more of these movements, find your shapes. Drop the belly, arch the back. Round and curl the spine. And do it one more time if you're coming into whatever position you're in. Find yourself in a neutral position. So somewhere between those two extremes, step your right foot back, tuck the toes underneath you, and just rock a little bit on your toes. And then hold the pose with your right leg back and send your left leg back to meet it. Shoulders over elbows. Open the palms now, so spread the palms down on the floor. Shift your shoulders slightly in front of your elbows. And lay your belly onto the earth. Separate your feet. Lift your chest up. Pull your shoulders back and down. Pull your heart through. Lift the navel point to the spine. Rest above the pubic bone and below the hip bones. Breathe in and out. One more breath. Sphinx pose. Empty the breath. Come down to your belly. Once again, put your forehead onto your hands. Keep your feet now as wide as your mat. Push your pubic bone towards the floor. Inhale, bend your right knee. Just bend the knee. Bring the heel towards the buttocks. Point the toes and release the foot. Inhale, bend your left knee, flex the foot. Bring the heel towards the buttocks. Push your pubic bone down, push your hips down. Exhale, let it go. Inhale, stretch your left arm forward with the thumb to the sky. Keep your forehead on your hand. Inhale, lift your right leg straight. Lift your left arm straight. Then bend the right knee and reach behind you with your left hand. If you can't reach, don't worry. If you have to roll off to get the reach, go ahead and then see if you can level out your hips one more time. One more breath. Empty the breath, release the hands. Left arm goes back under the forehead. Right arm goes in front of you, thumb up. Left leg lifts off the floor. Right arm lifts off the floor. Lift and lengthen, so think about length more than height. Then bend your left knee and see if you can reach behind you with your right hand. If you rolled off to get it, that's cool. Come back towards the hips being level. Kick away a little bit more. Good. And then slowly release, so have no judgment of where you are or where you should be. No anticipation. Turn your toes in pigeon. Inhale back to your hands and knees, and then push back to a child's pose. Send the hips to the heels. Inhale to tabletop. Exhale, send your right leg to the right side, toes down, foot in line with the knee. Walk your hands forward. Tuck the toes on the left foot, or you can keep them down, or even find a block. And then sit back towards your left heel. Doesn't have to go all the way down. Doesn't even have to happen. You can just keep your arms outstretched. Draw the heel of the hands towards the knees as you come back up to standing on your left knee. Walk your hands under your shoulders and bring your hands to your hips. Come up to standing on your left knee, toes tucked or untucked. Inhale, stretch the arms out to the side. Reach your fingers in two long directions. Good. Take your right arm down and lift up and over. Just a nice side bend. Doesn't have to be huge. You could have your hand on a block or your thigh. Some of you will go longer and deeper. Breathe in, breathe out, and just again, rotate your torso open. Nice long stretch on the left side of your body. Inhale, return back to standing on your knee. Hinge to your left side, left arm down, right leg down, right arm overhead. Reach out all the way from fingertip to toe tip. Good. Inhale, come back up. Exhale, right arm down, left arm overhead. Inhale, come back up. Hinge out forward. Now this time, right arm, right leg come up. Bend your right knee behind you and choose if you want to take a hold of your foot with your hand as you kick your foot away. Rather than bringing the heel to the buttocks, kick the foot away from you, open shoulders, chest, hip. Good. Release it slowly if you're holding it. Right arm up, right leg up. Send yourself around to the front of your mat. Exhale, knee to chest, right leg into your chest. Step your right foot in between your two hands. Use blocks, whatever you need here. Lift your torso, drop your hips down. And breathe. Send your weight a little bit forward of your left knee. Reach your right arm forward, thumb up. And then send it behind you, reaching towards your back foot. Let's keep the foot down for now. Hug your right hip into the center. Open up your torso, chest. Inhale, release the right hand down. Tuck your left toes underneath you. Lift the knee up off the floor. Keep your hips nice and low and square. Inhale, step your right foot back, hips in the air, downward facing dog. Bend one knee then the other. Inhale, shift to a high plank position. Belly in, tuck the head to tailbone long. Resist the earth with your hands. Exhale, lower your right knee and send your left leg out to the left side. As close to in line with your right knee as possible. Walk your arms forward. You can have the right toes tucked. You can have a block. Sit back towards your heels and stretch. Breathe. Breathe down the sides of your body. Breathe down the lower back, top of the head to the back. One more breath. Inhale, walk your hands in, lift yourselves up. Come onto your right shin, bring the arms up shoulder height. Reach your fingers in 2 directions. Inhale, left arm down, right arm up. Anywhere with your left arm except your knee. But anywhere on the floor, on the thigh, on the calf. Rotate your torso up and open. Inhale, reach up, come back to sitting on your knee. Right arm on your shin. Right arm down, left arm up and overhead. Spin your arm open so your thumb is higher than your pinky, and rotate your torso open. Inhale, come back up. Exhale, lean to the left side. Inhale, reach up and out to the right. Left arm, left leg up and overhead. Reach long out of your hip. Bend your left knee. Take your left arm, see if you want to grab a hold of it, and then kick the foot away from you. Push your hips forward. You can always bring the heel to the buttocks. It's another option. It's just slightly different. Inhale, slowly release what you've got there. Exhale, take your left arm down, left leg up in the air, face the front of your mat, and step your left leg knee to the chest first, and then step your left leg through. Move your right knee back. Just send the weight away from your patella. And breathe. Good. Take your left arm forward, reach it out in front of you. Inhale. Exhale, open the arm towards the back of the room. Hug your hips in, keeping your foot down for now. Rotate through the torso. Then inhale, bring your left arm up and around. Exhale, hands to the floor blocks. Tuck your right toes underneath you. Lift into low lunge. Hips are squared. Inhale, send your left leg back to the right leg, downward facing dog. Inhale, high on your toes, bend the right knee, lower the left heel. Inhale on your toes, bend your left knee, lower the right heel. And if you're on the other leg, it doesn't matter. Do it a couple times on your own. And when you're ready to find stillness in a downward facing dog, just let your body surrender. Keep your knees bent if you'd like. I will have my knees bent. Chest towards your thighs, head down. And breathe. Good. Inhale. Keep the knees nice and soft. Walk your hands back towards your feet, back of the mat. Forward fold. Again, I'll be modifying a lot of this, so listen to the cues. Send your weight forward. Let your chest rest towards your thighs and your head down towards the floor. Inhale, walk your hands to your thighs, lengthen your spine. Press down through your feet to rise up to stand. Roll your shoulders back and around. Bring your arms behind your back, interlace your fingers, palms together, knuckles to the earth, lift your chest, squeeze your elbows together. Turn your eye gaze up. So don't move your head necessarily, just lift the eyes. Broaden open through the collarbones. Good. Exhale, start to forward fold, bend the knees as much as you need or want, and take it all the way down to the floor as the arms come back off of your back and towards away. Overhead for some of you, all the way over for some of you closer to your back still. Good. Stay where you are, bring your arms to your hips, and then switch the cross of your fingers and open up the chest. So you're in a standing forward fold with your arms bound behind you. Breathe in and out. And then release your hands, bring your hands back to your hips or thighs. Lengthen your spine, rise up. Inhale, stretch your arms overhead. Exhale, bring your hands to prayer and send your weight to your left leg. Bring your right knee by your left knee and just stand like a flamingo. Left hip in, right knee bends. Flex the foot. Good. Inhale. Lower your right leg. Exhale. Send your weight to the right leg. Lift the heel. Bend the left knee. Kick the heel towards the buttocks. Knee by knee. Try to take the swaying out of your back. It's a little tricky, right? So you don't have to arch your back here, but try to keep the shoulders stacked on top of the hips and just, kind of find your hamstrings. Hug your right hip in. Exhale, 2 feet to the floor. Release your arms by your side. Good. Inhale. Walk to the front of your mat. Super easy. Just take a little stroll. Separate your feet with 2 fists if you're not sure how wide your hips are, about 2 fists apart. Ground firmly through your feet. Lift up through your knees. Tuck your tailbone underneath you. Broaden through your collarbones. Crown of the head to the sky. Inhale. Sweep the arms overhead. Let's just take a little side stretch here. Right arm holds left wrist. Lift up and over. Inhale back through center and just do the other side. Inhale back to center. Release your arms, exhale. Inhale, big sweep up. Inhale, up. Exhale, forward fold, hands to floor, shins, blocks. I'm modifying a lot, so my knees are very bent. Hands can be on thighs, floor, shins. Inhale, lengthen your spine. Exhale, step your right foot back. Step your left foot back, high plank, top of a push-up. Shift a little forward, bend your elbows. Stay there or go to your belly, knees. Cobra, upward dog, push-up, and or into downward facing dog. And then send your heels towards the floor. Feet are about hips width apart. Inhale, rise on your toes. Bend your knees, look forward. Bring yourself to the top of your mat. Halfway lift when you get there. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise to stand. Press firmly through your feet. Draw the arms up overhead. Exhale, bring the prayer to your heart. Release your arms by your side. Inhale, sweep the arms up. Exhale, point your fingers and release clasp your fingers, release thumb and forefinger. Exhale, up and over the right side, a little bit more edgy here. Pressing firmly your left foot into the floor. Inhale, back to center. Exhale, switch the cross of your fingers and up and over to the left side. Open up your heart. Just a little. Inhale, back to center. Lift your heart. Exhale, so slowly fold down to the floor. Hands on floor, shins, blocks, even thighs. Lengthen your spine. Exhale, fold. Inhale, look forward. Left leg steps back. Exhale, right foot meets it, top of a push-up. Find your way through your push-up or just right into dog. Bend your knees, straighten the legs, whatever feels right to you. Move through your dog. You can do, whatever really kind of floats your boat here. Chest towards your thighs, hang your head, shake it out, yes and no. Good, now bring your feet a little closer together. Inhale, float your right leg in the air. Open your right hip and bring the heel now towards the buttocks. Dropping your hips on top of each other, squaring your shoulders. Inhale, keep your knee bent, but square your hips more. Bring the right knee to the right tricep as you shift forward, knee up high towards your shoulder, elbow, tricep doesn't have to touch. Exhale, knee to the center, and bring your right foot to the inside between your two hands. Spin your back foot on its side, have a block near the right side of your body. Take your right arm on top of your right thigh without putting all your body weight into it. Bring your left hand to your left hip and turn to the left side of the room. Left arm up over your shoulder. Check out if you're putting all your body weight into your right arm. Just lift it up. Breathe and open. The knee is in line with the hip, the second, third toe in line with the hip. Moving the knee towards the pinky side of your foot as opposed towards the inside. Inhale, stretch your left arm up and over your head, palm down. Again, thumb a little higher than pinky side. Open up your torso, keep opening up your hip. Pressing firmly into the back leg as well as the front. Inhale, lift yourself up, reverse but straighten your front leg. Bump your left hip down towards the right hip, right arm overhead. Inhale, come back to standing, shoulders over hips, arms out to the side, arms over your heels. You might shorten your back leg if you'd like. Move your torso forward, and then take your right hand inside, outside, foot, shin, or block. I'm lately using my block on its highest side behind my calf. Shoulders stack. This is me. I like it. It feels good to my body. It might feel good to yours, but find and explore what feels right to you. Open up your chest, your shoulders, your hips, grounding firmly into the earth. 2 more breaths. Once again, take your left arm over your head, palm down, thumb up a little higher. Find a little more space to rotate the torso. 1 more breath. Exhale, release your hand face front, bend your right knee. Let's just do a little counter stretch. Right arm comes up, palm faces the right side of your body or your mat. Left knee can always be down. Good, keep rotating through the torso, finding space. And then take your right arm over your head, palm down. Same gig, thumb up towards the sky, a little bit higher than your pinky. Breathe in, breathe out. Good, emptying the breath, both hands on the floor or blocks, turn your body forward. Exhale, step into a 3-legged dog. Once again, open the right hip, bend the knee, and then just pull the heel towards the left side of the mat and the shoulders towards the center. Release your right foot to the floor. Down dog. Choose to stay there or flow through a push-up, chaturanga, upward and downward facing dogs. Okay? I'm kind of avoiding up dogs for a little bit today. Bending your knees as much as you'd like to in your down dog. You can always be on your knees. And bring your feet together. Inhale, float your left leg up. Bend your left knee. Keep your shoulders square. Let your left heel reach towards the right side of your mat. Keep the knee bent. Turn your torso forward. Left knee, left tricep or shoulder or elbow. Exhale, knee to the center. Look through. Step your left foot on its side. Have a block near the left side of your foot. Turn your right toes on their side. Bring your left arm on top of your left thigh. Remember, you're not putting all your body weight there. And then take your right hand to your right thigh, right hip. Turn your torso to the right. Left thigh parallel to the floor. Once you notice if you're lifted through the torso, you feel stable through your feet, right arm comes up. Keep using the arm against the leg to give you some opening, some space. Inhale, take your right arm up and over your head, palm down, thumb a little higher than pinky. Hug your hips towards opening, but your heels towards each other. Inhale, begin to rise up, right arm down, left arm up, and straighten your left leg. Now bump your right hip a little bit more to the left side. So we're standing in a reverse triangle pose. Not revolve, but reverse. Inhale, rise to stand. Adjusted, shoulders are over feet, or shoulders are over hips, arms are over feet. Shorten your back leg in if you'd like. Move your hips to the right. Reach your torso to the left. Reach out as far as you can go. Left arm down, inside, outside foot, shin or block. Right arm comes up, open up your heart, your hips, your torso. Lift out of the bottom side of your body. Pull your knees up for some energy and strength through the quads. And then send your right arm over your head, palm down. Open your heart. Good. Relax the left shoulder down. This is as much to remind myself as to remind you. One more breath. Inhale, return to the front, hands on the floor, blocks. Spin your back foot forward, right arm down. Left arm opens up to the left side, stacking shoulders. And breathe. Find some space in your body. One more breath. Exhale, lower your hands. Inhale, send your left leg back to the three-legged dog. Bend your knee, open up your hip. Hug your right hip to center. Exhale, downward facing dog. Stay here or choose to flow through vinyasa, chaturanga sequence. I'm not doing up dog, I'm just doing push-up into downward facing dog. Head down between the arms, knees are bent. Feet closer together. Inhale, right leg opens up. Bend the knee, open the hip. Exhale, right knee, right tricep. Right knee center, come forward. Step your right foot through, turn your back foot on its side. All the same breath. Have your block near your right side, right arm on your thigh. Left arm opens up, side angle with the arm all the way over your head. Open your heart. Inhale, come back and reverse this as you straighten your front leg, bump your left hip towards your right knee or your right hip. Inhale, rise up, reach out through the torso. Triangle pose. Left arm up, right arm down. Take the left arm over your head. Exhale, return to the floor. Left arm down, right arm opens up. Now, bend your left knee to the floor. Good. Take your hands to the floor for a moment. Take your right leg, open yourself to the right side, kneeling side angle pose, right arm overhead, lift your heart. Bend your top leg, and now reach behind it, grab the foot, and now either kick the heel to the buttocks or kick it away. Open your heart. Good. Inhale, hold on to your ankle, look forward, and then bring your foot with you back to the front of your mat. Hands on either side of the right leg. Left knee is far enough back behind you that you're not sitting on your patella. Tuck your left toes underneath you, bend the knee, kick the heel to the buttocks, reach your right arm forward, and now choose to hold on to the foot or not. Drop your hips, so if you came off of your knee or onto your knee, once you grab the foot or near the foot, wherever you're going, allow the hips to sink again. One more breath. Very nice. Nice, Maxine. Release your hand from your foot slowly. Straighten your front leg and fold over. Inhale. You can move the blocks back even on their highest height. You can move the blocks forward. You can bend your knees, lift your toe. I mean, there's a million variations that you can come up with, so kind of just let your body go with whatever speaks to it. Just 2 more breaths. Good. Inhale, come back to a low lunge. Tuck your left toes underneath you. Lift your knee up. Keep your hips low. Exhale, right leg in the air. Open up the hip. Three-legged downward facing dog. And then bring your right foot to the floor. Down dog. Again, choose to stay in dog, even child's pose, or go through your push-up variations. Inhale, bring your feet closer together, then lift your left leg up, open up the hip, bend the knee. Exhale, knee to tricep, left leg, left side. And then back to the center. Step your left foot through, turn your right foot on its side. Left arm comes onto the thigh, right arm comes up in the air. Send it over your head, side angle variation. Inhale, come up, rise up, reverse it, and straighten your front leg. Exhale, arms up, shoulder height, lift up. Hinge forward, reach out, reach out, reach out. Left arm down, right arm up. One more breath. Exhale, spin it around, bend the knee, left knee, right arm down. Left arm opens up, twist. Lower your right knee to the floor. Hands to the floor. Send your left leg to the back of your mat and turn onto your right hand, right thigh, right leg. Left arm up and overhead. So you're in a modified or kneeling half moon. And then bend your left knee and reach for it with your left hand. Bring your heel to your buttocks, push your hips forward. If you like it more with your foot quick kicking away, which we did earlier, you can do that as well. One more breath. Good. Inhale, look forward, hold on to your foot, and take it forward with you to the front of the mat. And take your right knee back behind you far enough that you're not upright. Good. Take your left arm forward. Kick the right leg to your hand. Grab a hold of the foot. Hug your hips in. So again, if you came back to get get back on your knee to get your heel, that's cool. Just see if you can let the hips descend a little bit more. Inhale, release your hand and foot. Tuck your right toes underneath you, lift the knee up. Keep your hips close. Exhale, left leg in the air, three-legged dog. Downward facing dog. Inhale, take a push-up position or stay in dog. I'd love to get a little up dog in there. Downward facing dog. Okay, one more variation. Right leg in the air, open up the right hip, bend the knee. Right knee, right tricep. Exhale, right knee center. Send your right foot through. Turn your back foot on its side. Right hand on your thigh. Left arm up and over your head, side angle. Inhale, rise up, straighten the front leg. Right arm overhead, bump the left hip forward. Inhale, find any length for your triangle pose. We'll stay for a few breaths in triangle pose. Good. Now listen, left hand to your left hip, bend your right knee, send your weight forward and start to kick your left leg off the floor. Left arm in the air, half moon. Hug your right hip in. Option to stay here or bend your left knee and see if you want to even grab a hold of it. Kicking your heel towards your buttocks or away from you. Open your chest, shoulders. Chakasana. You can also do this on your knee. Breathe in, breathe out. If you are holding your foot, gently let it go. Bring the left arm back and left arm all the way over your head. Spin your heart. Exhale, bring your left hand down, square your hips. Bend your right knee and step back into a low lunge. Left hand on the floor, right arm opens up, twist. Stack your shoulders. Once again, you can lower your left knee or just step now into a side plank. Any variations, arm overhead. Lift your left hip high to the sky. Stack your hips, so you don't want to open up and do too much of a back bend here, right? You just want to really have your hips stacked on top of each other. Feet can be stacked or staggered, or any other variations. Good, beautiful guys. One more breath. Exhale, hands down. Hips up, downward facing dog. Send your feet a little bit closer. Take your left hand to your right foot, shin, ankle, and twist underneath your right arm. Inhale back to center. Adjust your downward dog. Stay or flow. Upward dog. I think it's Michelle. Downward dog. Hips up in the air. Get in whatever you can, girlfriend. Bring your feet closer together. Inhale, extend your left leg in the air, bend the knee, open up the hip. Exhale, left knee to tricep, left knee to center, left leg between your hands, right foot turns on its side. Left arm is going onto the thigh, right arm comes up and overhead. Good, nice stretch down the side body. Inhale, come back to reverse triangle, straighten your front leg. Exhale, lift your torso, hinge to your triangle pose, left arm down. You can be on a block, inside, outside, foot shin block. Right arm goes all the way up and over your head. Just a couple breaths here. Inhale and exhale. Nice. Now, bring your right hand back up into your right hip, bend your left knee, and start to walk your left hand forward and lift your right leg up in the air. Oh, Michelle, we've been working on like your favorite pose all morning. Open up your arms. Now right arm comes up. Choose to bend your top leg and grab a hold of it, Shavasana. There's a lot of, bound Ardha Chandrasana, bound half moon. And then whatever variation you're working on. Remember, you can also be on your left knee. Take another breath in your bind if you're bound. Slowly let it go. Exhale, right arm overhead. Palm down. Good. Right hand down, square your hips, bend your left knee. Send your right leg back. Low lunge. Right arm stays, left arm opens up, twist. Now once again, you can bring your right knee to the floor, or you can step your left foot back and find your side plank variation, left arm overhead, top leg wherever you want it. Lift out of your waistline, out of your shoulders, stack your feet, stagger your feet, any variation, knee down is fine. Exhale, hands down, hips up, downward facing dog. Bend your knees and set your feet a little bit further, closer to your hands, right arm to the outside of the left leg, and twist. Inhale, come back to your center. Chest to your thighs. Let your head go yes, no. Bend your knees, look forward, and take a few steps to take yourself all the way back up to the top of your mat. Lengthen your spine, inhale. Exhale, fold. And then let's tuck the chin to the chest and round our spine to come up. Roll your shoulders back and around. Good. Stand in Tadasana, mountain pose. Close your eyes for a few moments. Ground your feet, bring your knees up, calves to shins. Collarbones broaden, pelvis is level, shoulders are level, crown of the head to the sky. Open your eyes, inhale, bring your hands to prayer. Exhale, send your weight to your left leg and lift your right heel off the floor as you bend the knee. Now, really work first on hugging the left leg in so your standing leg is strong and powerful. So your knees should be together, if you can. Yeah. There you go. Good. Play with this. Perhaps take your right hand to your right foot now. Ooh, find balance. That's enough. Stay there. If you want more, I'll have to put Michelle on. Start to extend your hip, your knee, your shoulder into your dancers, if you can see. Keeping the hips squared. And just remember, life happens. Keep breathing. Yes, you could even take both arms. All right, so if you're holding on, begin to release. Come back up to standing, feet down, arms by your side. Close your eyes for a moment, just settle in. Inhale, bring your hands to prayer, open up your eyes, send your weight to your right leg. Bring your left knee by your right knee. So it's knee by knee, not knee up in the air. So you're kicking your heel in. As you do this, you try to hug the right hip in firmly, press down from or up from the floor. And then if you want to play with it, left hand to left ankle, if you came out of it, come back in to center. See, I'm a little imbalanced today. And then decide if you want to take this into balance. Kick your foot up so it goes above your head eventually. One or two arms. I see a couple of you with two arms. Kick away, kick away, kick away. And then slowly release. Come back to standing. Release your arms by your side. Separate your feet hips width. Bend your knees, softly fold over. Take a hold of your peace finger grip around your big toes. Look forward, inhale. Exhale, fold. Straighten your legs any amount. Head down, hips to the sky. Breathe in and breathe out. Inhale, lengthen your spine. Exhale, release your hands to the floor. Step, step to high plank. Inhale. Good. Exhale, shift a little forward. Come back to your forearms. Shift a little forward. And rock it forward and back a couple times. Chin in front of thumbs. Belly lifted, knees lifted. Now stay in your plank position. Exhale, lower your hips to the floor. Turn your toes in, feet as wide as your mat. Take your hands underneath your forehead and let your head settle. And just you can rock a little side to side and give yourself a little release. Good. Inhale. So we've kind of prepared ourselves for this a lot today. So bend both knees. Bring your knees closer together to start now. Bring your feet closer together. Flex your feet. Flex like you're standing on the ceiling. Yeah, without opening up your hip or your knee. Good. Reach your arms just by your side. Kick your feet towards your back. Reach your arms towards your feet, but don't reach the feet. No, don't hold on just yet. I can't imagine that you're all that anxious to do that. Good. Push your pubic bone down, thighs down, chest up. Exhale, lay your head down, lay your arms down. Push through your pubic bone and lift your thighs up. Let your thighs come down. Keep your lower body down, lift your upper body up, reach your hands towards your feet, extend your chest open. Now kick your legs up and choose to hold on to the ankles and then kick a little higher, upper and lower body together. 3, 2, 1. Now hold on to your heels, but lower everything to the floor and bring your heels towards your buttocks. Or some of you might bring your feet on either side of your thighs towards your hips. Hold on to your ankles, flex your feet, look forward. You might need a little momentum to help you. Rock and roll to your right side. Open up the front of your body. Inhale through center. Exhale, rock and roll to your left side. Open up your chest, hips. Inhale back to your center. Exhale everything on the floor. Turn your toes in. Let one side of your head rest on the floor. And then turn the proverbial other cheek. Inhale back to center. Hands by your chest. Open your knees as wide as your mat. Push your hips to your heels, child's pose. Forehead down. Reach your arms back by your sides. Palms up. Inhale, lift your torso up. Bring your knees closer together, and if you feel like sitting on a block is fine. Grab a hold of your heels, lift your chest. So cup your heels with your hands. Tuck your chin to your chest. Bring your forehead to your knees. Bring the crown of your head to the floor as you elevate your hips from your heels and round your spine. There should be no weight in your head. Rabbit pose. Take another breath, find a little bit more rounding. Exhale, lower your hips, release your arms. Slowly begin to sit up on your heels and then swing your legs off to either side and bring your legs around to the front of your mat. Bend your knees, line up your heels with your sitting bones. Hands under your thighs, lift your chest, inhale. Good, tuck your chin in, round your back, go backwards away from your center as you come down. Draw your knees to your chest as well. Open your arms to a T. Shift your hips right and let your knees fall to the left side twist. If you want more in your twist, couple of options. You could bind your legs once or twice. You can bring your knees higher to your chest. You can also extend your legs out. So any variations, again, that speak to you. Inhale, come back through center. Hug your knees in. Exhale, head and shoulders lift up. Open up your arms to a T. Shift your hips left and let your knees fall over to the right. Any variations. So pay special attention to your own body. Inhale, come back to center. And let's open up the hips, bring the feet toward the sky, knees towards your chest on the outside of your ribs, tailbone to the floor, happy baby. Rock around side to side. Come back to the center. Take your knees and close them in together. Extend your legs in the air. Tailbone to the earth, belly to the spine, belly to the ribs, belly to the spine, belly button to the spine, ribs to the hips. Legs straight up over the hips so they're not over your face. If your tailbone's lifted, bring your feet further away from your face. Good. Inhale, take your hands behind your thighs, bend your knees, lift your head and shoulders up, and bring yourself into a bent knee boat pose, Navasana. Release your arms or hold. Extend your legs or bend. Breathe in for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring your knees into your chest. Bring your feet to the floor. Sit up. Open the soles of your feet together and fold your body. Let's keep it a wide leg. So further away from your groin, and then take your arms underneath your calves. You can also put a block right by your feet or in between your 2 feet. That's nice. And fold your body in half. You might need 2 blocks. So you might need to play a little bit of Legos here. And fold over. Pull the belly in. Start to slow down even more. And worry about what it looks like. How does it feel? 5 more breaths. After the 5th breath, release your arms, slowly bring yourselves up, move your blocks away. Sit up tall, bring your knees together. Hold on under your thighs once again, inhale. Exhale, bring the chin to your chest, round your spine, go backwards. Lay all the way back down, draw the knees with you. Another spinal twist of your choice. You can drop the right leg over the left and grab a hold of the ankles. Or double bind, open up your arms to a T, hips right, knees left. If you have your legs crossed, uncross them as you bring them back to center. Take a hold of your calf shins, round and curl your spine. Left leg over right once or twice. Head down, or you can keep it unbound. Open your arms to a T. Shift your hips left and let your knees fall over to the right. If you're bound, unbind. Come back to center. One more time, lift head and shoulders up towards the knees. Exhale, lower down. Extend your legs out in front of you. Stretch your arms all the way overhead. Reach away from your center. Reach right arm, right leg long. Reach left arm, left leg long. Both arms and legs long, breathe in. Empty the breath, release the arms by your side, palms face up. Close your eyes. Set yourself up if you need any props, any towels, any blankets, anything to make this final pose a satisfying place for you, somewhere where you can hold stillness. If you're home, stay home, stay fit, stay healthy, get back.